beautiful, powerful women on social media. I am happy to be back with you all this week. And as usual, I want to thank you for taking out the time to listen to Tea Time with Tammy. And I pray that this video finds you well and in good spirit. Now that the introduction is out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and get started. But before I start with this week's power segments, I just want to do some housekeeping announcements. First, I need to reiterate my disclaimer. I am not a licensed therapist or counselor. I am a woman merely speaking from experience and utilizing accredited resources to inspire women to become self aware and to grow from that self awareness. Secondly, I also need to explain my platform. My platform is a platform of total and complete positiveness. Negativity will not be tolerated during this platform. We have enough of that going on in the world. So if you find yourself being a negative Nancy, I would advise you to revert to the old ancient rule. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. And we all can still use that rule to this day. And one more thing before we get started. Ladies, I am making myself very vulnerable to you all, and I am asking that you all please answer the one survey question that I will ask at the end of the segment. And you can email your answer to me at ttwt1620@gmail.com. That's ttwt1620@gmail.com. Thank you so much. I just want to create a dialogue with my people, with the people that I encounter. Put it like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this power shot segment for this week. And I made this word up, and it's called Healthize Your Life. And I know you all are saying, oh, that's all we hear about is health, health, health. Well, I will revert back to my first video when I said, when you hear someone or when you hear 100 people saying the same thing, you might want to take heed to them. And everything has already been said. We're just learning how to re-say it in our vernacular. So we're going to reference several. We're going to use several resources to reference from to help us healthize our life. But we're using two main ones. And these are books that I found at the Goodwill. I'm sorry, at the not yard sale. Oh my gosh, at the library. The first one is called You Being Beautiful, written by Dr. Oz. Everyone knows Dr. Oz. And his co-author, Michael Rosen. Dr. Michael Rosen. He is the doctor that plays on the Botched reality show. And excuse me, another book is called Our Bodies, Ourselves. And this is presented to us by the Boston Women's Health Book Collective. So we're going to be using these two references to healthize our life. So the first topic in healthizing our life is sleep. Ladies, we need our sleep. And as a matter of fact, we need more sleep than men because our bodies and our minds run differently. But one source that that I got for sleep. We're going to talk about, I'm sorry, I got lost for words. We're going to talk about how sleep affects us and what happens to us during us going to sleep. So, the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute says that getting enough sleep at the right times can protect your mental and physical health as well as give you a quality of life and safety. So basically they're saying when we get enough sleep at the right times, not like me, 2:00 in the morning and then waking up at 7 or 8 in the morning or what have you, I just don't believe that's the right time to go to sleep. So anyway, getting the right amount of sleep at the right times will keep us alert and keep us safe because we are alert and we are aware of our surroundings. They also said during sleep, your body is working to support healthy brain function as well as maintain your physical health. So, sleeping does make you beautiful. So now we're going to look at what Dr. Oz and Dr. Michael has to say about sleep. And I'm just paraphrasing one of the paragraphs that they were talking about in their book, You Being Beautiful. And basically, they're saying when we get enough sleep, our immune system becomes strengthened. And so, therefore, when we encounter sicknesses or what have you, our immune system doesn't have to drain us, use all of the energy to combat that sickness. That's where we begin to feel drained and all those kind of things. Also, they said that little to poor sleep little to poor sleep can cause more pain in the body because our neural excuse me yeah, neurotransmitters, I'm sorry, our neurotransmitters are not being refreshed when we don't get enough sleep. And the neurotransmitters are the things that suppresses our pain. So when we don't get enough sleep, that's why we feel more pain, because we have our neurotransmitters have not been refreshing. And the last source I'm going to use is coming from a source that I actively participate in, and it's called Allison Course, and it's spelled Alison. Allison courses are free online courses that you can take from basic English all the way up to whatever. They offer certifications and diplomas. The courses are free, they are accredited, and the only thing you have to pay for when you finish the course is the diploma or the certification. So I'm almost done with my diploma of psychology with the Allison course. But anyway, they talk about 4 stages of sleep, and these I'm going to list off the 4 stages and tell you what happens during each stage. So basically, the stages of sleeping are: one, the first stage, I'm sorry, excuse me, of when we begin to fall asleep. These are the things that happen. Our heart rate slows and we can easily be awakened, and our muscles are relaxed. Stage two is when the activities in our brain starts to um, throw off bursts of electricity. So I'm just assuming it's probably something to that nature. And also, that's when irregular brain waves begin to take place in the stage two sleep. So that's when we're falling into a more deeper sleep. In stage three, the person becomes harder to wake, and the breathing and the pulse slows down, as well as the temperature drops. And so when we are in stage three, that's when we become in a deeper, more relaxation, if that's how I'll put it. And so then the last stage is stage four, and this stage is a good stage, but it can also be a dangerous stage for people who suffer from sleepwalking, because stage four is what they call that extreme extreme difficult sleep. Excuse me, extreme deep sleep, and it's in during this stage it is difficult for the person to be awakened, and this is when sleepwalking takes place, nightmares, and sleep talking in the stage four sleep. So, ladies, with what I just said concerning sleep, I implore you to please, please, please get your beauty sleep, because it is vital. That is how we survive. If you notice, when you go to the doctor, they always ask you, are you sleeping well at night? And they ask you, what is your appetite like? So apparently sleep is important. It is truly beauty rest, because your body is rejuvenating and preparing itself for the next tasks at hand. So, again, I would say to you, get your beauty sleep because you are so worth it. Now, I did ask you all to listen to the segment because I have a survey question. I am trying to create a dialogue with my listeners, and I would like for you all to tell me what things you would like to hear on Tea Time with Tammy. Please email your topics or subjects at again TTWT1620. Again, that's TTWT1620. And so that we can start to create a dialogue and talk, via email versus just me on these videos. So I just want to leave you with that and thank you for participating in the survey. Thank you once again for listening to Tea Time with Tammy. Know that I love you and God loves you more. Have a blessed day.